Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Lucid9. I have me some crackers in case I get hungry. Yes, actually, wait a minute, I'm gonna go get my phone. So I can die on me while I'm recording. Shitty. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, plugging it in. Charge. Yes. Alright. Anyways, without further ado, let's just jump into it. I'm gonna eat a cracker now, because that's great. Can we just take a second to appreciate the music in this game? I love it so much. Once I get a job and have an income, I'm gonna definitely see if I can buy the soundtrack to this game, because it's good. If they have it available, because damn. But anyways, it's still light out by the time I return. The day stretches ahead of me, full of possibilities that don't actually exist. I could study, if there was any point in doing so. I could hang out with my friends if I hadn't already screwed them over somehow. I should just talk to them, honestly, and apologize. At the very least, hear their side of the story. Try to understand what exactly is going on in their minds. And yet, I don't. Even I'm not completely sure why. The only clue lies in this nagging thought in the back of my mind. Maybe it's better that they don't know you. Maybe it's better if they didn't have to blow off classes in order to find vague clues for an even vaguer cause. Maybe it's better if they weren't forced to deal with some depressed kid who never got over his sister's death. Maybe their lives would be easier. If that's the case, the only thing I can do for anyone, really, is to solve this case. Solve this case and stay out of the way. The key lies in my laps. Everything could change depending on what I saw last night. You're a coward. We'll see about that. I need to know why that exchange took place and what it meant. I break out of my train of thought, pondering my next course of action. If the doctors can be trusted, all I need is a strong trigger. Something that can give my brain a nice kick. Like a bloodied corpse. Right. Easy. Fuck. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we really gonna look up dead bodies on Google? Images. Fuck. Sorry, I just find that funny. I know I shouldn't, but I just find that so funny. It's something that I would do. Okay, calm down. I raise my phone, hands shaking. Nausea churns in my stomach as I bring up my browser's search engine. Why the fuck am I still laughing about this? This is horrible. Switching the mode to images. I can do this. For Ri, for Masato, Yahiko, Mr. Ryuda, Shigure, for the people who've died. For Mizu. I tap the screen with finality. Gruesome scenery floods my pupils, pulsing into my brain like black oil. It wraps around me, strangling my breath out of my lungs, laughing softly in my ears. Too late. I struggle against it, but the empty eyes, the wash of organs and veins, it sends my head reeling. I vaguely feel myself turn over, retching. A lapse pushes at me, but I push back, reaching into the furthest depths of my mind. Remember, remember, remember. You can do it. I A clear, high voice pierces through the haziness of my mind. What? I know you can do it. I'm dumped into the yard of some primary school, where there's grass and trees and no towering monoliths of skyscrapers. It's most definitely a suburb. I'm sitting on a swing, and a tiny girl with legs that don't even reach the ground is on the swing next to me. She's a brave one. With every extension of her legs, she pushes higher and higher until she's almost horizontal with the bars. Then I realize that I'm also tiny, and my own legs don't reach the ground. This day, I remember it well. I remember it to the point of painstaking detail. I remember how the sun fell to my face, how the flowers sang in the wind, how the delighted shrieks of children were a soundtrack that played endlessly in the background. Oh, I would fucking hate that. I hate people. You know, there's people at my school that would just randomly fucking scream in like the hallways or like during lunch, and it's just like, shut the fuck up, please. You're so fucking annoying. Can you just, like, why? Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Like, what the fuck? I especially hate it when, like, people, like, their friends know, like, to jab them or something, and that would make them scream. They do it on purpose. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're just causing a scene, and you're annoying a lot of people. And maybe they want to annoy people, but that is something you go to hell for. Purposely aggravating others around you. Now that is a crime punishable by death. You deserve to burn the fires of hell for that. Gays don't go to hell. Those people go to hell. I'm sorry. I'm just joking, but fuck, I hate those people so much. I hate people that scream for no reason. It's like, shut the fuck up. Anyways, I remember despising it all, because no one should have been happy. Not when I had to move. Not when adults kept saying things I didn't understand. Not when Mizu was gone. So, when they come, just tell them, okay? The girl's cheery voice broke me out of my thoughts. I was barely swaying back and forth on the swing, a comical juxtaposition to her vivid enthusiasm. I said that big word all by myself. Yay! Okay. It was not okay. I was not okay, and I would not just tell him. But as a child, I had very quickly learned that saying okay was the easiest thing to do. Saying okay made people happy. Saying okay made people leave you alone. But this girl was an exception. As she swung down, she suddenly ground her heels into the bark mulch beneath her. Wood chips sprayed at me. I promptly leapt to my feet, yelping in indignation. Hey! The girl jumped from her swing. Oh my god, that was too high-pitched. I'm sorry. Landing in front of me. When she stood up, her hair seemed to glow like fire in the sunlight. Crazy girl! Just change your name to fucking Crazy Girl. No one will notice. Promise? I flicked bits of bark off of my elementary school uniform, nodding dully. Okay. Pinky promise? She stuck out a hand. I shoved mine in my pockets. Okay. You aren't pinky promising. Cross my heart. Hope to die? I didn't speak because I suddenly felt funny. The girl's eyes widened. Oh, maybe you shouldn't hope to die. Your sister is dead already. Already dead. Blah, blah, blah. She said this solemnly, and as a 7-year-old, I had absolutely no concept of political correctness, so I only shrugged. Yeah. It's okay. There's lots of trampolines in heaven. Trampolines and flowers. Okay. And the girl, through with saying her piece, leapt back onto her swing and continued her crazy quest to the top. I only made shapes in the bark mulch with the tip of my toe. Suddenly, the girl hunched her knees to her chest and pointed frantically in the distance. Hey! Hey! They're coming! Hey! I I shrank against the swing. I didn't need to look where she was pointing. I already knew what lay in that direction.
Come on, Yama, get up.
No.
You promised.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You just promised.
No, Hey, you poophead. Who's calling me poophead? I stiffened and glanced meekly at the newcomers. 4 older children, bigger in every dimension, with glittering eyes and smiles that were far too cheery for this time of day. Or any time of day, for that matter. You're stupid, poophead.
Yeah, why don't you play like us?
He doesn't even talk with anyone.
Just stares at us with those freaky freak eyes.
Like his freaky freak name. Yama. What a stupid poophead name. You're a poophead! You're a poophead! No, you're a shithead. I don't have a problem calling children that are fictional shitheads. You're a shithead. You're not a poophead, you're a shithead.
He's a mountain.
The crazy girl slammed her shoes into the ground again, spraying mulch at them. They didn't even flinch. Instead, they grinned wildly. Ooh, he's with a girl? Having fun with your little girlfriend, freaky freak?
She's a super freak, super freak.
I only hunched my shoulders and took the abuse. The girl, on the other hand, curled her fingers into fists, crouching aggressively.
Let me just squat. I'm a squat.
And be like, now I'm just imagining her looking like a fucking gorilla. I'm sorry.
He's not my boyfriend. We don't kiss yet.
Yet.
Yama and Rumi sitting in a tree. Kissing.
I bet he got cooties from her.
I don't have cooties.
Ew! Don't get too close, guys. You might get some. Yeah, you might get some. I'm disgusting. Run away! Whoa! As the girl, Ruri, lunged after them, the 4 split and ran circles around her, laughing raucously. I don't know how to say that word. Hey guys, I came up with a song. Yama needs his mama. Freaky freak, just like llama! I knew there was gonna be a llama thing in here. I'm just like thinking to myself, I think I say llama. Yama.
Ever since I took Spanish, I see words differently.
Sometimes I pronounce my V's as B's, and sometimes I read the double L's as ya instead of l.
Yeah.
What's a llama? Llama? What's a llama?
Doesn't matter.
Yama needs his mama, freaky freak just like a llama.
Needs a girl to fight. 'Cause he, has no might.
That's me writing songs. Like, what does this rhyme with? What does this rhyme with? Oh, that looks good. Not really, but it gets the job done. They slapped their hands together, laughing cruelly as I fought to keep the sting out of my eyes and throat. Okay. I said this placidly. Saying okay would make them happy. Saying okay would make them leave me alone. Ah, yes, finally. But just as they were about to lose interest, Rui socked one of them straight in the face with her fist, rage twisting her cherubic features? Cherubic? Her target collapsed to the ground, sniveling, but the rest only laughed. You hit like a girl! Is that the best you can do?
Freaky freak and his freaky girlfriend. I'm not his girlfriend.
What on earth is going on here? A teacher jogged over to the scene. That didn't sound like jogging. That sounded like casually strolling over, but okay. followed by a crowd of twittering students. Rui's eyes lit up, thinking that help was coming. I only continued to stare at my shoes. I knew what would happen.
Teacher, these four bullies are... Teacher, Yama hit me. Look at him, teacher. I think he's going to die. Yama's not being nice. You said we should be nice, right?
At the flip of a switch, the bullies had transformed into a pile of sniveling, clueless victims to the odious Freaky Freak. The teacher examined the scene before her, pursing her lips. The crowd awaited her judgment. Even at 7 years old, I already knew what it would be. Yama, I understand all the bad feelings you must be dealing with, but you can't hit people, okay? Infuriated, Ruri jumped in front of me, yelling at the top of her lungs.
They're lying, teacher! I hit him!
The teacher smiled tenderly at her. Ruri, I know that you were very nice and you want to protect Yama, but he needs to take responsibility for his own mistakes. Yama, come with me. We need to see the principal.
Okay.
I silently got to my feet and passed through the crowd to her side. Still staring at my shoes, I could hear the bully snickering in the background. But Ruri grabbed at my sleeve, whispering softly but intensely.
You know what? I'm gonna ask Mommy and Daddy. I'm gonna ask them how to get back at those poop heads. They'll be sorry. Just you wait.
She released me. The teacher led me away, a proper criminal to the execution block. Wow. I tried to forget the encounter, to strangle the hope that was rapidly rising in me. Sooner or later, she would get tired of me. Sooner or later, she would decide to leave. Sooner or later, she would just be another face in the crowd calling me Freaky Freak. She never did. She moved cities and started attending the academy. I followed her out, all the while expecting that one day she'd realize that she didn't have to be with a freak and she could have any friend she wanted. And on that day, I would have moved to Isamu for nothing. But that day never came. I wake blearily to a hammering dull sound, almost like someone pounding at my door. The screen, the game is like going a little bit darker. Is it just me? Maybe it just is just me. Open up, Yama Ishimoto! I know you're in there! Come and get the door, you bloody prat! I allow myself a moment to take in my surroundings. Looks like it's already nighttime. How long have I been out? Don't make me break this down! Every tack on the door drives further into my headache, making me wince. What is Elizabeth even doing at my apartment at this hour? Just quiet down for a second, okay? The pounding stops, finally. Ah, nice! Turning on the lamp, I glance around. At some point, I'd thrown my jacket on the ground. Thankfully, there's no vomit or other body discharge to be seen or smelled. Did I fall unconscious? Did nothing else happen? I'm waiting! 5 minutes, Your Majesty. I struggle to my feet and head to the door. A sudden, dizzy spell knocks me over. I barely catch myself on the kitchen counter in time, but as a result, my hand slips on a cup, sending it crashing to the ground. I wince as the harsh sound scrapes against my eardrums. Porcelain rockets to every corner of the room, skittering across the tile. Good God, what's going on in there? Dots spin in front of my vision as I struggle to the doorway. Something cuts into my foot. I roughly shake it out. Finally, I manage to open the door. Elizabeth's dour glare promptly melts into shock. Yama? Happy? I stoop to pick up the porcelain, but my foot twinges with pain. Wincing, I crouch to the ground and examine my heel. Why are you bleeding? I point wordlessly to the shards of the cup. Elizabeth sighs, gingerly plucking them from the corners and dumping them into the trash. You seem to be getting into these scrapes quite often. Hey, it's not every day I break a cup. She ponders this silently. It's only then when I actually clock the time. What are you even doing here? No, actually, how did you know where I live? She flicks the last of the shards into the trash can, then turns to me, hands on her hips. Is that really what matters right now? Look, first we need to take care of your foot. Where's your first aid kit? Tell her. Make her leave! Get the fuck out! We're gonna tell her. I wordlessly point to the medicinal cabinet in the kitchen. Bottom shelf, next to the stove. She crisply strides to the cabinet, pulling a pipe of antibacterial ointment and a gauze wrap. Foot. I can bandage it myself. I can do it better. Are you seriously turning this into a competition? That wasn't what I... Just stick out your leg. I don't have the will to argue with her. I silently extend my foot. She wets a towel and dabs it against my heel. You're lucky that this is a shower cut. There's not even any glass in it. Sure. She expertly slicks the ointment, then binds the injury with the wrap, as if she's done so 1,000 times. The fluidity of her motions are almost hypnotizing. As she finishes, she suddenly speaks, her voice unusually soft. Why were you at the train station yesterday? I freeze at her words, withdrawing my foot and taking a step back. Train station? Did she see me with Ruri? Is this about Shoji's death? I decide to stick with a cautious answer. Ruri was planning on commuting from home, so she had to take her stuff to the train station. That's not what I meant, Yama, and you know it. Why were you at the scene when an academy student died? My mouth runs dry. I work to speak past the ache in my throat. What? Shoji Hasegaya. Gawa. He died at that train station and you were there. How do you know that? Would you just tell me? Why were you there at that exact moment? The pressure from words bears down on me heavily. I make my way over to the couch and take a seat. Were you there too? Yama, just answer. How did you know? Why are you always so insufferable? I might not be your best friend, but don't you trust me? Just one whit? My exhaustion, my nausea, my dizziness, it culminates into a lump of long-ridden resentment. Insufferable? I'm the one who was insufferable? I was just a normal student in a normal class. I didn't cause trouble. I didn't bother anyone. Who bothered whom first? Who insulted whom first? Who was the person who pretended to be my friend? I wasn't pretending. I was trying to help you. Oh yeah, you were an angel. Nagging and criticizing and micromanaging me. You should have just done my homework for me. Let me ask you. Did I ever ask for your help? Did I ever ask for you to tell me that I was trash at everything? Look, I'll admit that I made some mistakes, but I was trying to help you. Well, I thought so too. Until that project. Don't tell me that I'm insufferable. You're the one who started it. Elizabeth bristles visibly and grabs my shoulders. Her breath is hot against my face. Woo! She got that garlic breath! Woo! Damn! A current of lavender and vanilla brushes against my cheek. What did you expect? Did you think I would baby you around? You dumped that project! You left me to do everything! You don't know how many all-nighters I had to pull just to get that bloody poster done in time. That poster isn't even what? Worth anything? It's worth a grade, Yama, and grades are money. More than that, it was the CityLink project that was worth 50% of our grade. I blink in surprise at this fact. Honestly, I never checked the syllabus. The fact that one project would be worth so much is alien to me. Elizabeth quiets and releases my shoulders, sitting down on the opposite end of the couch and folding her hands in her lap. Finally, we get
something with Elizabeth in it! Oh, this is a treat!
Nice. I love it. I'm taking a screenshot because yes, bitch. Yeah. I hate that word so much, but it's so fun to say. Oh, do you ever have like one word that you really hate, but you also like saying? Because it's just fun to say, even though like you die inside every time you say it, you know? That's yas for me. Also, it's ooh. I hate that so much. I die every time. Oh my god, my friend says it all the time, and like she says it as a joke, like ironically, but like she keeps doing it. She's like, it's a habit of mine now. And I'm like, oh god, no, I'm gonna start saying it because I hang out with her.
To you, coming to the school is just pocket change.
Not exactly. My parents aren't billionaires or anything.
Maybe, but you can slack and you'll come back another semester. You can scrape by at the bare minimum and stay assured that you'll remain a student. But I need to work for it, so that I'm not a burden on my father. He's already so busy with work, the house, and with me. Education is just out of the question.
She seems to shrink inwardly, looking oddly defeated. I tried to work past my shock and phrase my next question delicately. She changed her facial expression. That means another screenshot, motherfuckers. Right? Can we get down to why she's here? Please? I'm curious about that. Your mom doesn't send help?
She's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, makes it a bit difficult.
She says with a smile, you know what this means? Another screenshot, baby! Woo! Screenshot! Woo! Screenshot after screenshot after screenshot. Man, I am a lucky, lucky girl today. I love having options for thumbnails. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful gift. It's a gift that I will never need the receipt for because I don't want to return it. Just a little. She recovers and stares me in the eye. You already know that I'm a part-timer at the cafe, even while I keep up with the illusion of being rich to others. But the absolute best thing I can contribute is maintaining an academic scholarship at the academy. My cynical side can't help but laugh. Scholarship? Who would work so hard to come to a school like the academy? But at the same time, if I'm fair, I know that it's one of the best high schools around. Shows you just how much quality of education has deteriorated since the Depression.
To you, Yama, it may seem like I only cared about my grade. And yes, I was controlling and I wanted to control every aspect of the project. But it wasn't just for a nice letter on a card. It was to keep my scholarship. If I had let things fly, I would have lost it.
What?
With you dropping the other end, the most I could have gotten in that course was 50 points. If that's worth half my grade, well, there goes the scholarship.
I absorbed this quietly. Truthfully, I don't even know how to respond. I didn't know.
I'm aware of that now. My grades are my livelihood, so this is how I uphold myself about my peers, my extracurricular activities, my everything, really. A full scholarship to a school like this is nothing to sneeze at.
But you're basically a slave to the school.
Well, I won't deny it felt that way. A lot. But it doesn't matter, as long as I can win it back.
She trails off, her eyes drifting to the distance. I nudge her. When what? Oh, nothing. Yeah, that sure looks like nothing.
Well, it's not important at the moment. What I want to know is why you were such an insufferable arse on that project. Loath as I am to admit it, you weren't completely awful until it started.
Her subtle insults almost seemed to hold a teasing edge. It promised me to reply honestly. Well, your nagging was irritating and your opinions were bad. But honestly, I didn't care that much until this one day where you mentioned my sister. Sister? She seems genuinely aghast at this nugget of information. You don't remember? I didn't even know you had a sister. Oh, interesting. At the time, I thought it was a deep insult. Oh, and your sister thought so too? Well, she's dead. Oh, a bit hard. I'm sorry, then. I didn't know. Was that why you dropped the project? Something like that. Well, it makes sense. A moment of silence falls between us as we work to process these revelations. Honestly, it feels pretty alien to share a civil conversation with Elizabeth. Up until just a week ago, we'd been at each other's throats on a nearly daily basis. This really is like Pride and Prejudice, isn't it? What? Well, I've gone so long misunderstanding you. Well, so have I. I guess both of us are Mr. Darcy. And Elizabeth Bennet. I suppose everyone is, to some extent. You more than most, Miss half-English woman whose name is Elizabeth. And you as well, Mr. Takes his wealth for granted. Before I can respond to this, she clears her throat. But this is getting off topic. Seriously, Alma, I need to know why you were at that train station. My guard instantly rises, even though Elizabeth doesn't seem to have any bad intentions, just the mention of the trauma puts me on alert. Why do you need to know? Elizabeth rockets to her feet, her voice slow as she glares down at me. Why? Because depending on your answer, you could be the primary suspect in the recent disappearances. A primary suspect? But how would she know? Why would I was just... Do I need to spell it out? Katsu Kobayashi. He's a policeman. The one who found you in the forest a few days back, right around the time they found a body in that same forest. A mutilated body of a student that matched the pattern of disappearances. Well, Katsu's in charge of Shoji Hasegawa's case at the train station. And what does he hear from his primary witness? That you were there. Of all bloody incompetent people, you somehow possessed the intelligence and initiative to flawlessly kidnap and murder 4 to 6 people. I can't tell whether she's insulting me or fighting for my innocence. Not that it matters when she knows so much. How do you... She throws her hands up in the air. Fine. My father is the bloody superintendent of the bloody Isamu Police Department, and Katsu is a family friend. Now will you tell me? I'm stricken speechless by this barrage of revelations. Elizabeth is the daughter of the police superintendent? Come to think of it, maybe she has superior knowledge of dressing wounds because her dad is the police superintendent. Pieces start falling into place. Elizabeth's atypical outlook on the killings, her systematic behavior during the school investigations, how she knew how to handle a gun, even just on laser tag. Something makes sense about her. If you're wondering, no, my father doesn't blab about confidential information. I learned as a part of an investigative process that involved Katsu interviewing me. What? I wasn't even thinking about that. Then why are you wasting time? Just tell me what you were doing at the station. Napping? I told you, I was just helping Rui move. Those are the words I want to say, but can't. What was I doing? At the train station, I might have just fainted, but when I'm sleeping, when I'm lapsing, I have no clue what I'm doing. Elizabeth's frown flattens into a neutral curiosity. Yama? I don't know. It's impossible to tell what's going on. Everything happened so quickly. The deaths, being drafted as an assistant, then being fired, more deaths, fights, all over in the space of 9 days since school started? You're just being ridiculous. You either did something or you didn't. Look, just say that you couldn't have had anything to do with Shoji's death. What if I did? Then say that you did. Is it really that hard? Hard to admit that you could be a serial killer without even knowing? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty hard. Then again, she just thinks that I'm joking. And what if I don't know? Her expression quiets as she seems to understand. You're not seriously entertaining this idea, are you? For God's sake, Yama! You, a murderer? That's a load of rubbish! But you can't know that for sure. Oh, yes, I can. Look, it's bloody impossible. Clearly, you're not the actual killer, or you wouldn't be acting this way. Therefore, there's no reason that you would have anything to do with these killings. Stars above, for a rational person, you sure do awful little thinking. Ironically enough, the bite in her tone is comforting. She sounds so confident, like I could never be guilty, like I would never be able to hurt someone. But she doesn't know about my lapses. She doesn't know that I could potentially be a completely different person. Look, you're many things, Yama, but a murderer is not one of them. You've got to believe that. If you don't, no one will. What if no one already does? Then you've got to show them! Show them who you are! Show them what you can do! They'll doubt you, they'll fight you, maybe your friends will leave you. But you've got to fight back! I have no doubt that to any other person, her speech would be amazingly inspirational. To any other person, life changes would be made, and world views would be altered. But fighting back, involving people, doing something, that's what I've been doing for this past week. Uncovering, investigating, taking initiative. And, well, we saw how that turned out. Still, I have to admit that she stirs hope, even in someone like me. Her words make me want to leap up, to raise my fists to fight back. I just don't know if it'll make things better or worse. Thanks, Elizabeth. She falters, her eyes widening. What? That's the first time you didn't call me Lizzie. Would you prefer that? Not particularly. It simply feels odd. Her eyes drift across mine slowly, contemplatively. Well, done with your pity party? As close as I can get to done, I suppose, Miss Bennet. Fair enough, Mr. Darcy. After all, I know how you enjoy your parties. Ah, yes, you can tell by my acute desire to drink, and dance the night away. Why, the night is scarcely young. Wait, it's midnight? She leads away, pointing to my clock in clear horror. Oh, looks like it is. Good God, I have to get going, now. She hurriedly shoves the medicine back into the cabinet and scrambles to the doorway. I instinctively grab her sleeve. Wait, what's the... Let go, now. She doesn't look like she's going, so I quickly release her. Something dawns on me. Oh, academy curfew? What? No, I have a permit because of my father's job. Does this curfew even exist, or does everyone just ignore it? Then what is it? Homework? Sleep schedule? No, nothing like that. Shouldn't it be obvious? A girl in a boy's home at a late hour? Oh, wait. What? Just that? It's nothing to worry about. I've had plenty of girls over. Uri was one of them. Heck, she even knows the key code to my door. But Elizabeth doesn't seem to take this as comforting. In fact, she turns white as a sheet. Plenty of girls? It's fine, people don't care around here. I care! Do you know what this could do to my reputation? She paces agitatedly, wringing her hands. Her worry is stressing me. Look, like I said, it's not a big deal. Guys have girls over all the time, and girls have guys over all the time. She stops in her tracks and stares at me. Oh, as friends. Well, what else would they be doing? You're asking because you don't know? That is generally why people ask questions, yes. And according to you, girls come over and guys come over and they just study or play games or eat dinner or whatnot. That's exactly, what were you thinking? My God, I can't believe we're having this conversation. She covers her face and rearranges her jacket, quickly opening the door. I'm just going to go now. I'm left flabbergasted as she slams the door in my face. I can't even get in a word. But why was she here? Well, that was abrupt. I swear I'll never know what's going on in that head of hers.
Yeah! It probably doesn't mean anything to you, Yama. But I believe in you.
Before I can make a move, she promptly shuts the door again. This time I hear the rapid plink of her shoes against the apartment hallway as she strides out of the complex. She believes in me? Of all people, Elizabeth Oshiro believes in me. Well, that's just like the irony of life, I suppose. And I can't deny that it's reassuring in the most bizarre way. She's more confident than I am in my own innocence. It feels nice to have someone like that on your side. A fighter, a warrior, someone who you know will tell the truth to your face, even if you don't want them to. I can trust her, weirdly enough. The boost to my mood gets me into an investigating mood, but I manage to stave it off. For now, I need to go to bed and get some rest. If I'm going to tackle this crime, I need to do it on an alert mind and a lot of sleep. I'm tossed awake by the rattle of a jackhammer just outside my window. What the hell? Who keeps fucking doing shit outside of our house? Our apartment? It's so dark out and my eyes are blurry. I rub at them and squint into the street. A handful of men garbed in bright orange are huddled around some crack in the middle of the road, surrounded by 3 large trucks. Definitely construction work of some kind. I fall back onto my bed and jam my pillow over my ears. But it's futile. The noise pounds straight through my wall. No matter what way I turn, it continues to throttle me from all sides. Aggravated, I leap out of bed and head to my living room, kneading at the tension between my temples. Of all times to choose construction, did it really have to be at such an ungodly hour? I retreat to the living room and lie on the sofa, but sleep avoids me. Looks like it's gone for good. Oh, clearly this isn't going to work. I decide to just get up and start the day. Let's see. Breakfast. Fridge. Completely empty, of course. To be fair, it's been a while since I've gone grocery shopping, but that does nothing to stop my growing irritation. This day looks like it'll be fantastic! I head to the door to pull on my shoes, but a sudden alert from my phone stops me in my tracks. 6:18. Woof. Need a cleaver? What? A cleaver? I have not heard from you in some time, Mr. Troll. Is a night bothering you? Nights can often be unreasonable. Need a cleaver? No, I don't need another mysterious email. I don't need advice. I don't need any of this. Unreasonable? Wasn't there something about the case that was unreasonable? Come to think of it, maybe I should check into the independent killings again. From the sounds of it, those killings might have a substantial connection to this case. Well, I guess the internet exists for a reason! I withdraw my phone, running a search on the independent killings. Only a few options pop up, and when I tap on them, they never load, only spinning in place. Oh, I hate when that happens. What the heck? I tap again, refresh, restart my browser, nothing. My internet's fine. I check the NNN website and it loads within a second, but nothing with the independent killings. Seriously? The last thing I need is tech problems. Today seems to be one of those days where nothing goes right. I struggle to keep still, breathing deeply to stave off the irritation. My interrupted sleep, paired with a nagging twist of hunger, is starting to haze my brain. No, I need to fight this. First, I have to buy groceries and make some breakfast. Filling my stomach will help me think clearer. I head to the kitchen for my book of coupons. Technically, I'm not short on money, but it never hurts to save. It's one of the few things I can do for my parents. But when I look through the drawer, I find a phone tucked away in the back crevice. phone? What's a phone doing here? Oh no. Oh god. Curious. I pick it up, turning it over in my hands. I don't recognize it. It's the latest premium lemniscape model, upscale even for my standards. Whoever owns this, it has to be really a rich kid. I try to switch the phone on, but nothing happens, not even the empty battery indicator. Odd, is it completely dead? I pry the back panel open only to find that there's nothing where the battery should be. Weird, looks like someone took out the battery. So now I've got this random phone and I have no idea where it came from. Wait, isn't this the model that Misaki was talking about before? It says here they're holding some kind of lottery drawing for weed? What? Why would they be giving that away at a drawing? I'm puzzled as well. Someone mind explaining what this weed is? WEED is just an acronym for Wallach's Electric Energy Director. It's a new lemniscape cell phone that can run on power from a wall socket even without a battery. That's right. If this is the new model that Misaki was raving about, I can just use my universal lemniscape charger to turn it on. I plug the phone into the wall, holding my breath as I tap the switch. The wallpaper glimmers to life, a cheery group of photo of 7 or so people taking the school courtyard. Wait, what the? These faces are the faces of Shoji, Akane, Haru, and Yahiko. Oh shit. Huddled around them are 3 other students whom I don't recognize, but I think I've seen them around the cafeteria as the Happy Club. Could this be Yahiko's phone? No, he hasn't come over since last week. And even if he did, there's no reason he'd leave his phone here, much less without a battery. Then I noticed that the phone has no lock system. No number code, no fingerprint recognition, no voice command. Something feels dirty about looking through someone else's personal information, but given the circumstances, it can't really be helped. I hold my breath and slide the lock aside. A barrage of messages pops onto the screen, all from Yahiko. Bewildered, I filter through them. Yahiko Akari, new messages. Dude, where are you? Dude, tell me right now. Haru, pick up your damn phone! I'm coming, so help me. I'm coming, so help me. I'm coming for you, damn it! The phone slips out of my hands and clatters onto the counter. I stare at it wordlessly, aghast. This is Haru's phone? What is Haru's phone doing at my apartment? Frantically, I check the timestamp of the messages. 2 nights ago, just an hour after the train incident. The train accident where Yahiko had allegedly been arrested and taken to the police. Was that why his words were so harsh? But then, why did I see him in District 6 that night? Haru, Yahiko, Shoji. The lapse. What happened during the lapse? Oh shit. Ugh. I stumbled to the couch, my vision spinning before my eyes. Oh fuck. What's going on? Are we remembering? Oh, that's it? Oh, I was like, images shift in front of my eyes and overwhelm my vision. I'm in my apartment, but I'm out of my apartment. I'm in the present, but I'm in the past. Everything smells like iron, trash, smoke. I walk forward and the carpet against my feet turns into slime. District 6. I'm in District 6. I'm in my laps. I stagger forward, blindly reaching for a hold on the wall, a garbage bin, anything. My shoes catch against something on the ground. I barely hold my balance. Oh, fuck. Just a few feet away lies a corpse. Hewn with long, slender cuts over every inch of its skin. Trickles of red seeping to the ground. A dark pool slashes over the cement, sluggishly crawling towards my shoes. I step forward, fixed with morbid fascination, and peer into the corpse's mutilated face. Oh my god. No. No, what's... Haru, why is he... I'ma take a screenshot of a dead guy because that's what I like to do with my life. God, I'm disgusting. I don't know how long I'm gonna record this for. How long have I been? Oh my god, almost an hour. I don't care. Why is he... I have to be mistaken. I have to... Oh, shit. Oh. Nausea kindles in my stomach. I'm struck still with shock. My limbs frozen to the ground. Iron fills my nostrils, strangling me. I'm sorry. The body is unmoving still, rid of its suffering. I run. I sprint as fast as my legs will take me, weaving through buildings, streets until my lungs are pleading for air. My surroundings whistle past me, twisting into macabre images of mocking beasts. Too late, always too late. Yama! I grind to a halt, struggling to keep a grip on my panic. Yahiko stands before me, his phone open and the light in his hand. He's pale in the moonlight, almost to the point of being a ghost. Yahiko? What are you doing here? We stare wordlessly at each other. Yahiko suddenly shakes his head as if waving his thoughts away. Have you seen Haru? That depends on your definition of see. Now is probably the worst time to have a smart mouth, but I can't help myself. I have to find some cruel humor in the moment, or I'll break. I saw what was left of him. You... what? Yahiko's eyes search my face, but I'm unable to speak. He quickly grabs my shoulders. Then what are you doing? You shouldn't even be here! I scoff at this. No, really. Yahiko rifles his fingers through his hair agitatedly. Don't you dare tell anyone. His eyes are pleading, but the urgency in his words startles me. Why not? Look, no one can know about this. His evasiveness makes me wonder. It's almost as if he already knows that Haru died. Scared someone will find out? He falters, staring at me in disbelief. I'm trying to help you, dude. You have to get out of here, now. His voice is flat. I don't even know who I'm talking to. This is not the same Yahiko that I've known for 2 years. Why would I... Go! Leave! The intensity of his voice shocks me into obedience. I race away, fleeing to the safety of my apartment. I don't look back. I throw the door open and race to the bathroom, sagging against the toilet as nausea rolls in my stomach. Haru's injuries flash before my eyes, inducing a fit of retching. Feels like hours before my body finally seems to calm down. What did I just see? My hallucination merges with reality. I'm hunched over the sink, staring emptily down the drain. Haru, mutilated to death. Yahiko, in District 6 without any rhyme or reason. Everything pointing to me, or rather the unaccountable alien in my body during the lapses. Oh, fuck. Gone. It's all gone. I'm too late. I can't. I shouldn't. I didn't. Mizu, Haru, Shoji. I stood by. I killed them. I killed them all. Blood. When there's enough of it, the metallic scent kind of turns sweet. Almost like a rich, vibrant pool of paint. Paint that gets everywhere, that seeps into the walls, the cement. Paint. Art. I've never been much of an artist. Maybe if I was... Rui would have stayed. Maybe if I was, Rui would have stayed. But Rui left. No, I chased her. I killed her, just like I have with everyone else. I'm done with all of this. Too late. And there goes the bell. Finally, gosh, I thought that class would never end. Oh my god, there's that the same thing It's red. Oh shit. That is not... This is not good. Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god, this is just... Oh, I love this game so much. It's so good. Oh, it's just getting so interesting. But I've been recording for almost an hour now, and I don't want to keep you here for too long. You guys gotta mosey on down, and well, I gotta make sure I have enough content for the next video. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Lucid9, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!